All right, guys, this is basically a snow benefits video number 2. This is the thawing stage, and there's all kinds of wonderful evidence here the snow has done its job. If you look at my first video, I talked about snow covering the food plot is important to me. It protects it from bitter winds and bitter cold. It got 9 below zero here, and there are plants that I put out here that is not meant for 9 below zero, but not a single one of them are dead. The snow, and in all its wonderfulness, has protected the food plots. So now, all this material basically looks unharmed, other than the fact that the snow has kind of flattened it down. Deer has already started switching gears because now it's warmed up, and they are now eating greenery. I've already found all kinds of fresh browse. I'm coming out here to check cameras again. I'm also casually checking for deer antlers. I have 2 bucks that have lost either both or at least one antler. The 8-pointer that you've seen, or if you haven't seen him, the Young Bucks Hanging Around video, please look at that if you want to see what he looks like. But he has lost his left side, and I'm 95% sure it is not on my property. It is probably on one of the neighboring properties somewhere else. But I'm hoping and waiting to see the day he shows back up with no antlers on the camera. The other buck had some bloody holes in his head, and I know that it's very, very close to being on this property, if not somewhere on the property. But he's a really small buck, and it will be hard to find. But we're looking at a couple of things here the snow is doing. That is, it is feeding my greenery. This has worked out perfect as far as timing goes. I can just tell by looking at the plot. I don't know how well the camera's showing it, but when you're here, standing here, it is so much greener looking. The nitrogen is definitely flowing into the soil, and we have a mini heat wave coming. So today I'm out here in shorts, and it's 54 degrees. It's supposed to be in the 60s from here on out until sometime around the weekend, and then we start to cool down again. But this is important to have these little mini bouts of heat, especially in my climate. Since I'm in Tennessee, we get these all the time. It might be bone cold for a week or two, and then there's that little period of a week or so we might warm up, and it acts like a slow motion heartbeat. That's the way I've always viewed this. Your plot lays down when it gets cold. When it warms up, it grows like a little quick spurt. You get extra greenery to replenish what the deer have eaten. Then when it gets cool again, it kind of dies back down, waiting for that next wave of warmth to grow again. And the closer you get to spring, the faster the heart starts beating, and then you get consistently good growth. And that's your spring explosion. So even here, guys, turnips, radishes, any brassica has a low tolerance to cold. It got 9 below zero here. So there's several species in here that should be dead, but yet he's still green. He's matted down from the snow, but he was protected from nasty winds. He was protected from nasty cold. And because of the snow, it has actually saved a lot of my species for now. This is my belief is if it's going to be really, really cold, you better hope and pray there's snow to go with it to cover this. The snow acts like a blanket, and it protects your food plot. And then when it warms up, you need your food plot exposed like it is now, over 80% of it, maybe 85%. And now the sun's going to do its job. Temperatures are going to warm up, and the greenery will come up real quick, have this nice short stint, of replenishment, and the deer won't run out of food. And then if it gets really cold again, I'm hoping and praying that there's another wave of snow to protect this food plot once again. And I'm talking, once temperatures get below 20, you start getting in those teens, single digits, especially below 0. I need protection. I got it this time, but I may not necessarily get it the next time. But for now, the food plot will bulk up, green up, and take off, all because of the snowpack that was here. So we had roughly 10, 11 inches of snow, big time insulator in here, and things are looking wonderful. So don't be discouraged if you hate snow. As long as it stays for a short period of time, you need to be happy, because this will help increase the size of my deer. I'm getting free nutrition from the air. I mean, that right there is greening up, even though not all of this is exactly what I want, but it's definitely greening up. Snow is definitely moving this in the right direction. So there you go, guys. Snow doing its job, saving the food plot, helping it to get a nice growth spurt here in the short term, replenish that, because my grains are limited. I've only got so many left, and based on what I'm seeing, I'll probably run out either at the very end of February or possibly early March. If the bucks decide to leave my place and choose not to come back, then this will last through March. But I've got so many deer showing up above my normal pace that they are eating this like crazy. All right, guys, I hope this video helps you. If you if you like this content, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll try to bring you some informational videos. I've got more plant videos that I want to do about pros and cons. I'm just waiting for the food plot to thicken up more before I dive into those. All right, guys, you all have a fantastic day.